Thanks. You teleported pretty quickly, didn't you? You guys are getting quicker. Lag, that's the worst time that you could lag. That's actually the worst time that you could lag, game. That was the worst.
I could see he was shy, and when we left the bar, I grabbed his arm and kissed him. We shouldn't have parted on a misunderstanding. I love this story. Our story. But that doesn't explain why we chose St. Exel to fully live our lives together, does it? At that time, Pierre and I were in our last year of college. We had already been able to take full advantage of the city and its agitation, and even if the years we spent there were fantastic, we really needed a change of scenery. A return to a calmer setting. Yeah, that's what we needed. And it was when we were watching a report on a seaside region that we had to click. The landscapes were simply sublime. I always remembered what Pierre said to me at that time. Honey, okay, let's move. We just had time to finish our studies and put some money aside when an advertisement for a house for rent in St. Exel caught our eye.
Excellent.
This song? Pierre had written a song about all that.
Okay, that didn't seem relevant. That windmill didn't seem relevant. So, how do I go about filling up that basement? There must be a puzzle in there that I was neglecting. But the time constraints were more than anything. Right, okay, so I'm gonna go right the way back to the tutorial-y bit, because this is where, like, there's the X's and B's. Maybe there'll be another realm. There's a lever. There's this,
This door can be unlocked from the other side.
which we never opened from the other side. Okay, this just leads around there. There's quite a bit that we haven't actually done. Okay, this needs a lever.
I think I'm going to need a lever.
What is over there? Not a lot by the looks of it. So, you know, we obviously know where there was a lever a while back. Like, really? What are you hiding down there? Path. Oh. Oh. It leads to a puzzle game. Okay. So if we want the grand prize, we need to go get a lever. But it's just a grand prize for the game. Sure. Okay, our axe is still fine. Right, so that will change in the winter, we've learned. Why didn't we ever break those planks? Right, that one... It seems like a waste to break that. Why would we break that? There's nothing back there. Right? Okay, that's travel back to the house. That's the lighthouse. There's maybe nothing there. Put the circuit breaker in. Right. So we've already done this. That should just open up. Okay, let's go. There's a actual tree here, which maybe breaks down the fence. Opium. Axe breaks on the tree. That wasn't really made clear in every other instance, was it? That the axe broke on the tree. Okay.
From the depth of the sea, his anger spreads through our families. This sounds terrifying. Wondering what's that thing they mention all the time.
What is that thing they mention all the time? Also, 10th of December. Oh, there's a million birth dates on all the boats, aren't there? This is where we're meant to find a birthday, but we see like 100 birthdays on every single boat. There's another monument up here.
Despite the mess the protesters left behind, you're still offering comfort, aren't you?
You get a tape out of that? I mean, let's listen to this.
It was a new beginning. We no longer had a penny in our pocket, but...
Why did we not take one of
we opened our
those?
eyes. Nobody knew us here. We were really starting from zero. We could have...
Damien, the 28th of June, 1971. This one
That
looks
wasn't
like
him.
it came back from a long trip.
Changed our ways of being.
Only one destination for you? My bad.
If we had wanted. We had found the house that seemed perfect. At least perfect for us.
This is one of the places of contemplation in St. Exel. It was vandalized just before everything went down.
It was a large building made entirely
Gets
of wood
the
and
number of
stone
your
from the region,
adversary.
and which proudly faced the sea. We had so much space. We were finally able to breathe. And then there was a fireplace that gave such a warm atmosphere. It gave me a quiet yet powerful feeling of serenity since the first
Frank! 19th of
Well,
March.
up until what is happening at the moment.
Franck, the 19th of March,
His birthday.
1967.
Although, we must admit that
If they
it deserves a
prosper
little
down
refurbishment, or at least a little
Bastard.
wiping. The paint has suffered.
Celine, the 30th of December, 1966. 27 is a really young age to go.
The effects of salt and time, and the holy windows let the wind pass through the whole house. You can hardly see it, but we threw all our last savings into this hole. Anyway, Pierre was only thinking of one thing: take as much space as possible to store his instruments, whether it's the bedrooms, the living room, or even the attic. Today, the garden is in a sad state.
Well, this was a waste of an axe, in my opinion. Just for that. But we solved the puzzle, eventually. The first puzzle! Oh, you just come straight up here, don't you? You know, we could use that axe on something way better.
You can't stop, can you?
It looks like a dump. I used a lot of things that were lying around for tinkering or training. I feel good in this garden, especially right now. It's the only place I know I can be safe. None of these things are going to attack me here. With all the boxes we had, the laziness quickly caught up with us.
There's no way there's a lever
Feeling
behind
of
that other
permanent
axe
mess or
tree,
perpetual
right?
moving. Life in boxes. Maybe we didn't really dare to open them all. Maybe it was too heavy after all these kilometers between us and people we love. It reminded us of too many things. It reminds me even more today.
Why would we want to take it to winter here? Right, let's go look in here. Don't forget to take our thing. Not that we really use them for much of anything anymore. But, you know, we got two of them. Why do we ever need two of them? Because we've never had a purpose to need two of them. Da, da, da. Okay, there's an orb. There was a reason to come in here. It's not an entire waste. There was an orb. I'll say that. That's a win, you know. It's not a waste if there's a mystical orb thing. I wonder if we've missed any other by not being in winter at the right place at the right time.
It was the last day before the nightmare set in, and it was all starting so well.
Fate that she loves so much.
We were playing games when suddenly a detonation echoed throughout the fair. Silence fell immediately, and we exchanged worried looks in an endless second. It was at this moment that 2 fighter planes flew over the place. And there were no longer any doubts about the danger of the situation.
Base got nukes. Okay, this has got to be a battle, right? Oh, is the demon thing flying over and nuking the place symbolically for the planes dropping bombs? It's symbology. They're planes flying over and dropping bombs. Of course they are. The place is definitely endangered. Oh, come on. That should not have hit me. I also got completely stuck on a bush there. Too many of you.
It duplicated itself?
And you say, who do I shoot now? But at the same time... That was dirty. At the same time, I was just using my power, but then it didn't. Okay. The area of effect on that's kind of a bit odd, right? Okay, am I in a safe spot here? No! Like I said, the area of effect on that just a tiny bit dirty. Looked like we shouldn't have got hit there. A little dirty. Okay, so I guess I should shoot them rather than...
And it was all starting so well. I don't have enough of this ammo.
Okay, so we don't have high quality ammo.
We were playing. Silence fell. It was at this moment that 2 fighter planes flew over the place. And there were no longer any doubts about the danger of the situation.
I mean, might as well use them. I'm using too good to use syndrome and then never using it. Like, we've got a million stockpiles bullets at home and like the ingredients to make more bullets, and then we're just never using it. I don't understand the area of effect of these things. Like, they don't really make sense. Tell me the spots you shanty. How was that not a hit?
It duplicated itself? Who do I shoot now?
The demons. It didn't duplicate itself. Like there were 4 when there were 3 before. Okay. Maybe it wasn't just repeating the thing over and over again. The high quality ammo is very effective. Or do you mean the cursed squid thing duplicated itself? Because kinda did, didn't it? It's just communicating. Okay. Now they got shields. Excuse me, that was on lock-on? Of course.
It duplicated repeated itself? Who do I shoot now?
You're repeating the same lines. Okay, we're out of mana. You're just repeating the same lines. And repeating the same battle. Which isn't ideal. Why did that have to repeat and then you repeat the same line? That doesn't make much sense. That's back the way that we came. It duplicated itself. It duplicated itself. Okay. Who do I shoot now? The demons still. More of them. Okay, just glow sticks in the shape of a cross.
They threw gas to confuse us. With Pierre, we managed to escape amongst the confusion, and we took refuge at our house. Everything else is hazy at this point. They came from everywhere at once to surround us. Some arrived in trucks, others came out of the woods. They surrounded us so that we had no chance of escaping.
So we're just shooting the military. Is that all we're really doing? We're not, you know, we're just hallucinating it from the gas and the medallion effects combined. It's actually going on. And we know to stay out of the place at night because, you know, obviously they're going to be on full lockdown at that point, I guess. So, okay, I'm not as mad about wasting the axe because it wasn't. We got the ball. We solved the orb puzzle. And there's that path that might open up a winter, and maybe that leads to a lever. And then maybe we can get this puzzle thing. This tree is also glowing. Ominously. 10:18 AM? That's hella early. Okay, that's a choppy tree. That's fine, we don't need to chop it. Is that the only tree left in the game that needs chopping? I don't think it is. I was correct. I wonder if there's a power thing here. Does seem to connect to the house. Aperitif. There's got to be some way of restoring the water from this or something. That's another entrance.
You are near one of the entrances to the White Manor. This path is directly connected to its water system. The Duc de Bliard built its various accesses to defend St. Exel from potential assault. Ultimately never used, over time it ended up a piece of decoration.
The water system! Exactly what we're looking for. Travel? Not travel. That's nothing. Have to be careful near doors to not accidentally travel and waste time.
Nothing.
Okay. So this is the water system. Which will probably allow us to turn the water back onto the house to complete that puzzle. Which is good. And we haven't missed something earlier. Underground beer barrels. More stuff to search. Firecrackers.
The de Bliard family made their own wine? That's not very common in the area. I wonder if it's good.
Taste it. Manoir Blanc. Black wine. Travel to the beach?
Completely locked.
Okay, we need a special key.
In front of you is the moat system devised by the Duc
Ooh.
de Bliard. This system has undergone some modernization over time. Through a rather elaborate logic, the moat can direct its water to supply the Assumption Church, the Flower House, and even the Darrow property at the edge of the Keys. Even if this system has some electrical assistance to facilitate its use, the operation of the system remains...
We've got a
fairly
Flower
basic.
House key as well. I'm guessing this needs to put water to all of them.
I'm missing something to operate this.
Cog. Probably. It's always a cog, isn't it? There we go. There's a cog.
The wheel won't budge in this weather.
It won't. Okay. This is going to be full of water during summer.
This plaque symbolizes the Duc de Bliard. The water comes from his manor uphill.
Don't we need that plaque?
This logo represents the Assumption Church. I can send water to the church this way.
Okay, so
I have already seen this drawing for the Darrow family. This tunnel must supply the Keys and the beach.
we can choose where we
This
send the
tunnel must
water.
lead to the Venot family estate. More precisely, the Flower House.
Oh, it's the Flower House, the basement. Right. So we are going to need to choose where we redirect the water to in the summer. Summertime when the weather is fine. Your weather, the mine.
In front of you is the moat through a rather... Even if this system has some electrical assistance...
And we're
to
probably going to
facilitate
need it
its
in
use,
all of them,
the
but,
operation-
you know, we need to choose where we send it to at the moment. Okay, so that changes the weather to summer. Then we can mess about. It's not full of water yet. Okay. Oh, does it just send it to all of them? Surely not. No. Okay. It will send it to the two things at the end first, and then once we find where the cog is, we can send it to the Assumption Church last. Obviously, it's not flooded yet. Right, let's flood it up. That will supply water. Okay, water is flooding in. It's going to go through to the Flower House and to the other thing down there, but not to the church, because we don't have whatever mechanism we're required to send it to the church. That's enough for now. We don't need to send it everywhere. You might redirect it. Okay, we also need a key for that. Beach! Was there somewhere on the beach it goes as well? I'm not sure. We can keep it summertime for now. We'll turn the weather back up when we're at the house. We didn't find another lever though. But we're going to get the plaque that we want. We'll probably come across the lever later. Okay, what's down here? Is it going to be... There we go. Just a little awkward staircase. And is it going to be something that I need to do during winter? Oh, it's the thing that's locked from the other side. Of course it is. Okay. That's fair enough. Now we can just go up that anytime that we want. Sure, let's take some more mushroom. Okay. Well, we've got water to the Flower House now. We're still lacking a lever, so we can't go get that puzzle thing yet. But maybe we'll come across one later. Maybe we'll come across one later. Absolutely got a battle up here. There's always a battle. There's always a battle. Winter me up. It's winter time now. Winterfell. Go in, we'll hop out the window, we'll go to the basement, and then we should be able to get the thing. Everything will be good. Maybe. If everything's good and it's still early, I might go through that secret beach entrance. Oh, go through the door? You... I remember the way. So I think that's going to be probably our best bet, right? That's probably our best bet for a place to go. This isn't the exit. Of course it isn't. Okay. Because we don't know where that comes out on the beat. So, you know, coming out on a different entrance helps us explore a bit more. And maybe we'll find a path that we needed. Okay, at least we didn't need to set off these turbines. Even though, you know, it would have made sense. Oh, if we still need to turn on the turbines now that we've added the water. Now activate the windmill. Is there now water? There is. And a bridge that's miraculously been built as well. Not just a floating thing, they actually built a whole bridge.
But we always knew you would end up in my hands.
Okay, so we've got the Vineo symbol plate. That's a very odd thing to say. I guess you really like your wine, huh? So it's like, haha, it's the symbol of the wine was always going to be in my hands. That's how she met, and you know, they had their own in joke on the wine and everything as well. 10:45 AM. Okay, we're making good progress on the day at least. We're not wasting the day. To go back and go to sleep would be wasting the day. Also, like, passing through the houseway as well. Like, it's a long time. I'm gonna go right the way round through the vineyard tunnel. No, not the ladder. I wanted you to jump off. I guess clicking on the paint cans was a bad idea. It thought I wanted the ladder rather than the jump. Boing. Okay, some crows, acceleration. I wonder if the axe is ever reset. Okay, we obviously have got one at the house in the box. And there's obviously this tree to chop down over here. It's already down, it just needs a chop. Interestingly, walking over that in winter's perfectly safe. But, you know, there's no guarantees that there's anything useful there. There's probably just the lever in to the puzzle box. You still need to find another orb. I don't know where that would be. But I feel like that was orb number 5. We're missing orb number 3. You know, it felt a bit final because it was like, this is how the end of the story is. This is how it all began. With the planes flying overhead and everything. Okay, this is all moving because it's winter. An hour and a half. Cool. Is it because it's winter? It takes longer. I thought that said it took 45 minutes before. We'll see where this comes out. And we're safe to come here in winter, ironically. It wasn't like this is blocked off by water or snow or something. So I don't know where this would even come out. Probably on the other side of the bridge. Because we saw a levery thing that was needing to be triggered. Ironically, we needed someone to trigger that. 2 of them, of course. Okay, I guess they were shielded because they didn't immediately get banished when it did
seems to be
banish.
stuck because of the low temperatures. I can't push it.
That'd be a way to check the weather, because otherwise we're screwed. Okay, yes there is.
I like you. You like me. We should hang.
We wouldn't leave her. Okay, so that lets us then go to the thing. probably was the lever for this side. This was probably the lever we meant to use to solve the thing. There's something there. Like, is there a way down there, or is there no point to going down there? 2 levers. Oh, it just fell. We didn't need to trigger the wind for it at all. I was going to trigger them both and then do a... Of course, this one. Wind. And then do 2 for 1 wind. But the easy way over, that's back into the main path, isn't it?
I know that Heritage Day is coming up soon, but I won't be there to open my garden.
You won't be there to open your garden. Okay. Don't freeze.
The manager of the Panier Akrab restaurant, who is a friend, has a duplicate of the key. He must surely keep the key safe there. I'll let you see that with him. Regards.
Yeah, we already got that ages ago. Ironically. Okay, just checking for loot. I'm
Back
for
in the
looting.
city, I knew a few trendies that would kill for this perfectly normal item.
A boy. Yeah, we came round and climbed up that, and then we saw this from before, didn't we? But this was the area that we couldn't get to before. But now we can. Now we've found the way round. So it's a good job we went inquisitively exploring. There's still other ways to the beacon thing that we need to go and explore, and maybe there's things in those. And we've activated water that wasn't necessarily here before. Empty gum roll.
I don't have enough of this ammo.
We've left a thing in a gate. Oh my god. We left the circuit breaker in the gate and the beach. It's fine. We're going back there with the lever, but oh my god, I'm going to forget that. Hopefully we don't need it. Anytime soon. We're not going to need to save any birds, right? Looks like sugar, smells like sugar. Why are we collecting this literal piece of trash? It's literally dirty sweet container trash. Why are we collecting this?
The artificial canal in front of you finds its source at the
Okay,
White
so we
Manor.
need the
The
freezing
fresh
weather.
water that came in abundantly made it easier to clean fishing products.
That's just going to
As
be
winter
the
cold
thing
can
as well.
freeze the water and cause this canal to burst. The city built a system to control how much water arrives here at the White Manor. Completely locked.
Okay, we need a special key to get in there. All we need to do is go change the weather again. And then we've got another thing. And then is that all of the tablets? That might be all of the tablets then. I'm not sure. Right. And then I kind of want to go back and do the puzzle. Helps if we go in the gate. And top the lever off at the same time. But I don't know what I want to do. And then we can collect our thing before I forget it as well. Have we got room for
Hey,
this?
beauty. There is a cross at the church waiting for you.
I know space in the inventory. I thought not. It's a shame you use our normal inventory. What's the rarest? The scraps is probably the most pointless.
Hey, beauty. There is a cross at the church waiting for you.
Then Okay, win the robots top prize, unlock the fisherman's lockers, build the crypto's crossed plates. Search the white manor near the lighthouse. Okay. We done that? Vino, Renault, Roots. Okay, so search the white manor near the lighthouse. I kind of think we did that. Right? Not enough space. 1 p.m. 2 p.m. Is there anywhere else we really want to go? I don't know if there's anywhere else we really want to go. The thing isn't in this realm, is it? The workshop. There's nowhere else in this realm that we really care about, is there? So I'm going to avoid combat. Okay, we're going to go back this way. We're going to go collect our other thing, because I'm sure it's relevant that we have 2 of them. Right. We might never need it again, but in the instance that we do, I'm not leaving my thing behind. So let's go collect our thing. Definitely need it, this circuit breaker. Definitely need this circuit breaker. We can't leave it behind. Ominous music intensifiers. Fine. I mean, it's winter. It's the weather that we wanted. Right, circuit breaker. I'm coming back for you. I haven't forgot you. There is this tree that kind of needs chopping as well. We're not doing that. I can't believe I forgot the circuit breaker. Can't believe I forgot that. Right there. Okay, that's all done. We don't need to go in there anymore. White house near the lighthouse.